Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. What's poppin', fam? Shout out to all of y'all that be rocking with SBGB TV. You know we appreciate y'all, and that's a fact. You know, what I see about the YouTube game is a lot of these dudes, you know, that be trying to go at other people. They don't want people to have the ability to go at them on the same stage that they going at people. So it's like they feel that they're the only one that's supposed to have access to the platform to lie, manipulate, and mislead, to make it look like whatever they want. And the person or people that they going at shouldn't have the same ability to address them on the same platform. And I really feel like it should be fair game. If you talk about somebody, right, that person should be able to go right to that same platform and respond. Because you just trying to spin your narrative and your lie about people, and you don't want people to say anything about you, I don't think that's fair game. And this is what we see from Wack100 and Charleston White. Both of them, right? They feel like they can talk about whoever, whenever, say whatever, and nobody can respond. See, academics, he rarely gives people the, opportunity to respond to Wack on his platform, right? And we heard Woody, right? Woody was on there saying a few things, right? Even though Ack was cutting him off and not allowing him to finish, but he was saying a few things on the platform about Wack. He talked about some details with some things about Wack running plays. He said Wack hit him in the DM and said, let's run a play of you chasing me down the street. Hold up. What? This is what they on though. They all like Fufafi. This is the game of the internet. It's not a lot of Deezys. It's not a lot of, authentic individuals. There's some out there, but it's not a lot. A lot of these jokers, they manipulating for content. They lying. And, they Fufafi. Just being real, because they can't be themselves and make content. It won't do anything, right? So they gotta lie and fabricate to do something. Wack been doing this for a long time, right? And he uses Adam, Vlad, and academics to spin his lies and promote things. But he doesn't want the individual that he's lying on to have the ability to come to that same platform and say something, which it should be only right that they get the opportunity. And I'm going to be real, right? If people had the opportunity to respond on these same platforms, these type of individuals like Wack and Charleston White, they wouldn't stand a chance. That's the thing, though. It should be fair game. You know, they shouldn't be able to hold the position to lie and manipulate because they want to send threats and say, oh, you shouldn't have this person on your platform and that person, and oh, it should be just me doing this. They should have the same opportunity, you know? And I really think that if it was like that, they wouldn't be able to hold up the same, straight up, because there's plenty of people that can go at Wack and Charleston White in this world and shut them both down. It's plenty of people. But by them having the ability to dictate to certain individuals who's allowed to come speak is what's keeping them at that light. And being honest, they both are nervous about that, right? Because we got to pay attention to this, right? When Loose Cannon got lined up and he was talking to academics and Adam, Wack knew it was coming. Whereas though he was going to be able to say some information to expose him and get people listening. He didn't want that. So what did he do? Yo, don't have Loose Cannon on the platform. Don't allow him to call. Don't allow him to do nothing. You my brother, right? Shut him out. Shut him all the way out so I can be able to lie and all my lies look strong. Because if you allow him to speak, then my lies, they don't hold the same power. I gotta be able to lie in order to keep this going. I'm your brother, right? When it shouldn't be like that. Straight up. We see when Dogface exposed Wack about the fake paperwork with T Grizzly. Put it out there. Oh, you got fake paperwork, my man. You lying. You manipulating. Right? When it gets exposed and he sees that everybody's paying attention to what Dogface is saying, knowing that you don't want to take this bet, Mr. Betting Man, right? You say, I don't want you to have that man on there. You letting him talk about my woman. You gonna have this man on your platform and he talking about my woman. The manipulation, right? This where it goes to with the manipulation. Straight up. So now you want to manipulate academics and whoever else not to talk to Dogface when all he did was address the allegations that you made up a T Grizzly. That's all he did. And guess what? He proved that you was lying. He proved that you was making fake paperwork and you couldn't take it. But if these platforms, right, that call themselves the urban community media leaders, if they was to let people respond on them platforms, people like Wack100 wouldn't exist because they would get flushed out. Straight up. They wouldn't hold no weight. And that's how it should be if we being real, but they're being biased. You know, they don't want to let people speak the same exact way as they let Wack speak. When Wack go on there and talk about other people, they allow him to degrade and do whatever and don't address it at all. They just say, oh, that's for real, Wack? Are you serious? Yeah, on Paru. Yeah, on the dead homies. On my daughter. On this. All of that. And they don't never counter it. They just let the nigga go ahead and say whatever. So now he done spent the lie and the narrative out there about somebody without giving the person the opportunity to address it. And we all know that that's foul. They're being biased. And even when Woody just got on there and he started talking about Wack working with the authorities, he started talking about R&B, smiling, all in him and his brother's face, and they could have had her, right? The first thing academics say is, nah, man, how is Wack the police? How is he an informant? No, R&B wouldn't do that. So it's like, anytime that somebody is addressing what they know or observe about Wack, he's saying, nah, no, I can't believe it. But when Wack gets on the platform and he calls everybody under the sun a rat, he just sit there and be like, okay, all right, let him go. And if he don't agree and say anything slightly, he cusses him out. Disrespecting to the core. Say everything under the sun negative to the man without a care in the world, right? And academics will allow him to continue to say whatever he want to say. This right there, I feel like that's what makes it an unfair advantage. And it's really, really corny that they allow it. If somebody's out there addressing somebody, that person should have the same ability to come back. Straight up. They should have the same ability to address it and not have somebody try to say why you shouldn't talk to them so that they can keep their lives going. I really think that's BS. And academics, you need to take a look at that, bro. Straight up. I really feel that that's corny. You know, dude is lying on everybody on your platform, but he don't want nobody to speak on your platform. He can say whatever he want, manipulate, lie on whoever. But soon as somebody is addressing it and making a valid point about something, you shutting it down. Nah. Woody was on there saying some good stuff, though, about Wack, right? And every time he said something good about Wack, he shut him down. I'm like, damn, you're not going to let him get it out? Let him get it out. Let him say it so we can hear it. But he would switch the topic. He would not allow him to go. But when Wack is on there talking about the people he talk about, he let him go. Straight let him go. Man, you got to be fair, man. Straight up. And if Adam and Vlad was fair about the stuff that this man was saying about other people, it would definitely not allow him to do the shit he be doing. And this is why. This is his whole game. Manipulate the podcast. He do the same thing with Flacco. The same thing with these other podcasters. Straight up. He will manipulate them why you shouldn't deliver the content this way, deliver it this way to make it look like something. All of these jokers is foo-faffy. All of them, man. They not no real individuals because they can't stand up for themselves. Straight up. And I'm hearing Act say when he first met Wack, he thought Wack was going to extort him. That's what he said. Soon as I met Wack, I thought he was going to extort me. Why would you think that? You must have already heard that he's extorting people to think that. To even make that statement, it was in your mind from somebody telling you that he's running around extorting people. If we being real, you don't just meet an individual that you don't know and just think in your mind, oh, they're going to extort me. You think they're going to extort you when you get information that this person is extorting people. And I'm sure this is the information that he was getting about Wack, that he was running around extorting people. So now he's running around extorting people, and you meet him, and all you thinking about, oh, he going to extort me, but he didn't. Nah, see, Wack found out how to extort you in another way. He said, hold up, I can't directly extort him. I'm going to extort him another way. Using your platform. Call you up, say whatever he want, lie on your platform, and then say, yo, you going to promote this for me, right? And what do Act say? Yeah, I'll promote it. I'll promote it. You know, I'll promote it. Yeah. Hold up. Promote what? So anything he say to you, you just got to agree with it. We don't never hear academics go against him, because if he do, he automatically turns his thoughts quick, because he started disrespecting him. Start saying all types of disrespectful things to him, cussing at him, talking crazy, and then academics is agreeing with him right after that. It's crazy. You know, you said just like Wack keep trying to get Act to come to the film of Blueface show. Yeah. Definitely trying to get him out of bounds. You know, you got to watch that. Definitely. Trying to get him out of bounds. These dudes, man, they just think that they got it all figured out, right? Yeah, I got these platforms. They going to run whatever I say. They going to push the narratives I say. And they not going to say anything against me. You know? And I put the whole thing out there with, you know, Woody on there talking to Act, right? And I don't know, because I didn't listen to, you know, the clips that Act put out. But I don't know if he left some parts out. I don't know, maybe y'all might have heard it and knew if he left some parts out of it. You know, what he's saying, what he said about R&B and what he said about Wack being an informant, right? We all know what Wack is. Yeah, Wack is an informant, 137, working with the authorities, right? And we know it, right? A lot of people know it. But it definitely, you know, needs to be some people that, you know, got platforms saying it and not allow him to, you know, spin the narratives and the lies and manipulate everybody. Yeah. But I know, you know, people are definitely, you know, hearing us. They hearing us, you know, and I'm sure it's people that's like, you know, hearing us but not mentioning us. But we going to keep going so that we can continue to get the message out. We not stopping. We got to make sure that it stays in rotation. You know, when they type in something about Wack, SBGB TV pop up. And that's good, because we got a lot of content exposing it. We got a lot of content putting it out there of how he's lying and manipulating people on the net. Straight up. It's a lot of content out there. Yeah. And, you know, he really can feel it. We know he can feel it. But I believe that, you know, his time is going to come in 2026. You know, the trial is coming up in May for Big U, Loose Cannon. And I just believe that, this year, the time is going to come. Today is the 20th of December. The 26th of December, 2024 is when Jay Reed and Marciano got robbed, stripped, pistol whipped, and beat outside of No Jumper. We all know that it don't seem right that ain't nobody been charged yet. Make it make sense, man. Everybody knows that don't even sound right. It don't sound right. Niggas is getting picked up for a 20 bag. Niggas is getting picked up for violation of probation because they had a dirty urine. A dirty urine. They getting picked up. These niggas robbed, stripped, pistol whipped, and beat 2 individuals and put it out on camera on the internet, and ain't nobody been charged yet. Suspect number 4, Wack100, is running around like he didn't have no involvement. His name is not on a police report. And that he ain't worried about nothing. But he worried about saying who's snitching. If that don't seem strange, what will? A whole year and you on the internet every single day starting ruckus. Every day lying, manipulating, threatening. In the middle of everything. If that don't seem strange, what do? Smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Hit the subscribe button. Share this live. If that don't seem strange, what will? Man, everybody with common sense, right, knows Wack100 is working with the authorities. Everybody. If you got common sense, you know. The police is not going to allow you to be loud like that in the middle of all the negative drama, beef, crimes, and don't come see you. It's impossible. You hear me? It's impossible. It doesn't happen like that. Wack100 is working with them people. For sure. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand it. Nah. Just look at it. Just ask yourself, if we being real, has anyone in your family been named as a suspect on a police report and the police never show up? A whole year. Now, we all know, right? There is no reason for an investigation. All the individuals are identified. They know who all the individuals are. The videos out there. Wack100 detailed everything about it on the same platform that he goes to every single week. And he ain't concerned. The stuff right there lets you know that he police, man. That right there lets you know that he police. I really feel like, academics and, Adam should allow people to address that shit on the platform. And if you see, right, they don't say nothing about that no more. Nothing. How is nobody saying anything about no jumper no more? Nobody but SBGB TV. That's it. Nobody is saying anything about no jumper no more. Appreciate that super chat, Miss M. SBGB TV, that exposure. They all looking for show. Facts. Nobody else is saying anything about what the whole world seeing on no jumper. You know that we have short attention spans. We got short attention spans, man. That situation should have never been stopped talking about. Hell no. Man, they locking people up for violation of probation, man. Hold up. Right now, somewhere, a crackhead is getting arrested for having paraphernalia. Right now, as we speak, a crackhead is getting arrested for having paraphernalia, having a pipe in their pocket. Right now. We see these niggas outside with firearms, robbing, stripping, beating, and then go brag about it. And the leader of the situation, he ain't worried about nothing. Come on now. You think Wack100 isn't the police? Most definitely is. Oh, you know it. You know. And he makes his daily contributions to saying, you a rat, 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 every single day. But the person that's the rat and the informant is him. He's the rat. He's the informant. He's the one working with the authorities. He's the one. But he's blaming everybody else to be what he is. Everybody else is a rat. But he not. On Paru. Straight on Paru. He not a rat on Paru. The guy that said, Jay Reed said on 11-8 Gangsta Crip, this why he got beat up. This why he got robbed. This why he got stripped. Because he said on 11-8 Gangsta Crip. This is the guy that said this though. He is the individual that told everybody that Jay Reed said on 11-8 Gangsta Crip. It's why he got beat up the way he did. It's why he got stripped and robbed. And Wack put an APB out on the watch. And you think Wack100 ain't the police? Hold up. So the FBI, which we all know they love celebrities. The FBI loves celebrities. They love it. They get a hard on from locking celebrities up in public figures because it makes an example out of them and it sets a presence to the world. They love that so that the world can see, don't play with the FBI. Don't play with the feds. They didn't want to step in there and holler at Wack, but they wanted loose cannon for something totally different. They didn't even want loose cannon for what we seen outside of No Jumper, but they got the police report. They got the police report. They read the police report in the courtroom, but they didn't want to indict nobody. They not locking up nobody. Let's make it make sense, man. Wack100's the police. Straight up. Wack100 is an informant. He's working with the authorities. Just be real. Anybody that wasn't working with the authorities out there that kicked loose cannon's foot, they would be scared. They would want to go into a shell. They wouldn't want to be seen. Wack wants to be seen every day. See, and I'm going to tell y'all, right? Wack does what he's doing, right? Every single day because he's instructed by the feds to do this, right? And the feds know that, you know, there's a lot of people in this world that are easily confused and influenced, right? So what Wack is doing is he's easily confusing people. We all see that this individual was outside in the middle of everything that happened. But then he confuses people by continuing to talk about who's snitching, everybody's paperwork, and at the same time playing this tough guy on Paru, right? He's playing the on Paru guy, right? You know, it's easy to say it, right? On Paru. That ain't nothing to say that. Anybody can say on Paru. He's confusing everybody by saying the on Paru. And people are thinking that, well, how he gonna tell? He on here saying on Paru and he out here doing this and he's showing this purpose and paperwork. That shit's all a facade. It's a Jedi mind trick so that people are confused when in reality, should nobody be confused because he's them people. Shouldn't nobody be confused about Wack working with the authorities because he's working with the authorities. Straight up. Yeah. He done told everybody himself that if you are out there when a crime like that happens, right, that you have to report it. He told everybody this shit. If people think he's not working with the police, he told everybody that if you are outside and around some individuals that commit a violent crime and you don't report it, you are an accessory. You a part of it. We know that. Let's just be real. If you riding in a car with somebody and they rob a bank or they go out there and commit a homicide, you think that you won't be charged if you don't say nothing and they find out that you was in the car? It don't work like that in the United States of America, man. This is what people got to understand. Wack100 was out there on the camera talking to Loose Cannon, kicked his foot. He narrated everything, right? He set up everything. And he ain't worried about nothing. And you think he not working with the police? Make it make sense, man. Wack100 is them people. For sure. Calls everybody else a snitch. Everybody. He calls everybody else a snitch every single day. Let's just be real. Can we be real? If somebody in your family was to be with somebody that committed a crime and everybody knows about it, the first thing they're going to say is, damn, it's been a year. They ain't said nothing to you about that crime and you on the paperwork? Oh, that nigga snitching. Oh, he telling. You on the paperwork now. Your name is on the paperwork and they never came and talked to you. So you mean to tell me they included your name in a police report and never wanted to speak to you ever? They had no concerns about talking to you at all? They ain't worried about you. Let Wack tell it. Nah, they ain't want to talk to him. But they got your name on the paper. Huh? Make it make sense. You mean to tell me you don't think Wack100 is the police? Let's just be real. If you seen somebody in your neighborhood commit a robbery, stripping, beating, and pistol whipping, right? And everybody get in the car and leave the scene and roll out, right? And then somebody go on the internet and brag about it and say, this is what happens when you come looking for me. And the police don't want to ever talk to that person? You don't think the police? That shit is self-explanatory. Straight up. It's right in everybody's face. But, you know, Wack thinks that if he goes at everybody and says this person's snitching and make fake paperwork and bring these, you know, documents that are fake in front of everybody's eyes, nobody's going to think about him being involved in the no jumper beating. Nah, because ain't nobody saying that but me. SBGBTV DZ is the only person that's saying something about no jumper. The whole entire internet has moved on. Somebody got partially paralyzed out there. Beat bad. Beat bad. And ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Ain't nobody been arrested. None of that. This is why none of them platforms mention me. Because I'm going to talk about that. This is why they don't want to talk to me. Because I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what we all seen. Why ain't nobody addressing that? This is why academics ain't going to want to talk to me. This is why Adam not going to want to talk to me. They not going to want to talk to me. Because I'm going to talk about what we all seen, which Wack has instructed them not to speak about. Police. Straight up. Appreciate that membership. Ballet. What they've been instructed not to talk about. Appreciate that super chat. D Twins. These have been going hard a year straight about no jumper incident. Facts. Been going hard for a year straight. This is why they are not going to mention me. They don't want to talk about that. I'm breaking that down. And I ask academics, Adam, Vlad, anybody, have you ever seen a public case like that go a whole year and nobody been charged, and the person that was involved running around acting like they didn't do nothing, and the other person that was involved get locked up for the same thing that he was saying on a platform with the other person that was involved? But that case, nobody charged? Come on now. And then after that, the same individual is online telling Aaron the plumber that 1,500 will get his mama knocked off, or get his aunt knocked off, it'll get everybody touched. The same individual now. And y'all think Wack100 ain't the police? Come on now. Just be real. Ask yourself if it was you that was out there when that happened. When the police would have came and seen you. Huh? Oh, yeah. Just think about it. And the whole time when that shit happened, Loose Cannon was running around with a warrant. They knew it was him the whole time. But they had to get Big U. Yeah. Think about that now. The feds don't care about Marciano and Jay Reed being beat up. They care about Big U. This is a big one. Marciano and Jay Reed don't mean nothing to the feds. They don't care about them. The FBI does not care about Marciano and Jay Reed. They care about a conviction from Big U. And it's crazy that it's like that, right? It's crazy that the world is designed like that. They don't care about crimes. They care about certain individuals. It ain't about the crime. The crimes is going to continue to go on. There's always going to be crime. Always. They don't care about the crime. They care about the individual. All right, we want him. Straight up. We want him. We want this person. It's a lot of shit that go on that go unsolved. It's a lot of shit that go unsolved, man. We all seen how it happened. On camera. And then dude bragged about this shit though. Bragged about it. This is what happened when you come looking for Wack. Straight up. Bragged about it. This is what happens when you come looking for Wack. Straight up. This is why they won't talk to me. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This is why everybody has strict instructions and they all be watching me now. All of them. All of them watch now. But they not going to say nothing to me. Because I'm going to talk about the real. You hear me? I'm going to speak on the real. Straight up. If we being real, you said this will happen when you come looking for Wack. You said it. You can't tell me that you saying that then, but you ain't mean it. Nah. You meant that. Listen to him though.
You pull it up. I'll give y'all a slight visual of one of the individuals. PTR. That's one of the individuals after the double stripping occurred. They pulled up. They said, "What's up, homie?" They said, "Yeah, we here to holler at Wack." And that was the outcome. The other one was in the back. He crawled in the trash can himself trying to get away. I don't think he know he was at. But I keep warning y'all, I am not a rapper. Don't come playing. Like, don't come playing. I keep trying to help y'all. Do not believe that I am a 47-year-old survivor. I am a paranoid that's not driven by fear, and my team around me ain't playing. They not playing.
Not at all.
A double strip.
Was there.
What, Pitbull in there?
Who that, G-Way?
Is Pitbull in there?
Yep.
Yeah,
You already know.
What is a double strip?
He looked like he got knocked out. Somebody.
I held half the team. Like, yo, y'all need to cut the date. Stop believing the high here, bumpy here, bumpy here.
Hey, they want to know what's a double strip, Wack.
A double strip is the first strip is all your jewelry, everything is gone. The second strip is, as you see, down to the birthday suit.
Socks on.
Yo, Bumpy, there you go, Bumpy. Keep that close. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Let's go.
Hey, Wack, let me see what you're talking about.
Work. Yeah, it's bad, yo, Bumpy.
He don't even
send that this way, Wack. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
He don't even see it.
No. Listen. That work. I mean, he was looking for Wack. I you know.
He found it.
Found the Wack.
Listen. Half the squad. I'm making y'all about he would have died out there, man. Like he was too bad.
Hey, this the best. Nigga, the homie is crazy. This is the best video ever. But you didn't see me this since last night.
Back of your head, you like with the dog going the phone. There it goes. And listen, you see, half the homies is restrained.
I'm seeing. I'm watching it. I gotta watch it again because there's audio in the back.
Like, yeah, boy, they would all got to get loose, man.
Hey, somebody would have lost their life. Everybody got active. Somebody would have lost. If everybody got active, it would have.
Now they don't even know where they at still.
Man, them probably still in the alley in the trash can.
Yo, the white boy calls me, right? This crazy as I bet that they know what's got to come to No Jumper again. Yeah. Gang. I said,
hey, I don't see that shit, Wack.
Yo, that's where this white boy is crazy.
Yo, gang.
Somebody paid him to say that.
No, Adam is really, Adam is the epitome and definition of a white boy that is just what it is. He bland, he's straightforward, and he don't get. You got to add him up.
Hey, you know he's always been that. He like, I'm a troll. You know,
he seemed like he kind of down though, right?
Man, that's been ringing around the homies. Adam running around there.
He might just tee off. You feel me? I don't know. Adam got it in him.
And he ain't no small white boy.
No, he ain't no small white boy. It's crazy because
legal team to him.
That be roaming around, and he's just like you know, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, he called his office, he on this screen, he eat this shit, he searching the blogs and shit.
Admitted to a robbery, right? Admitted to a robbery, stripping, and beating. And broke down why it was a robbery, stripping, and beating. And specify what it is. And he ain't worried about nothing. And you think Wack ain't the police? Of course. Of course he is, man. Oh, yeah. Come on now. This happened because on 11-8 Gangsta Crip. This why it happened. Per Wack. 11-8 Gangsta. Yeah, you come around there playing with me, this is what you gonna get. It's what he doing. Straight up. Kill. This what he on though. And you think he ain't police? Everybody should know that Wack100 is the police, man. Yeah. Everybody. If academics, Vlad, and Adam would share this shit right here, everybody would know that Wack is the police. Even though most of the people that, you know, watch him already know he's the police, right? Because they say it in the comments and shit, right? But everybody would know. I'm sure there's a lot of people that haven't heard that. Of him admitting. You know. And R&B being with him daily, of course she know he the police. She gotta know. His wife Kim know. He the police. But you know, he probably done scared her. Man, you can't say nothing about this. They gonna lock us all up. You can't say nothing about this. You gotta keep this confidential. Man, I done seen so much that, you know, it's nothing that he can say to make me think otherwise. I done seen too much. Yeah, I done seen too much. Man, ain't nobody gonna be able to operate and run around the way he run around and never be questioned by the authority. Nobody's gonna be able to be in the middle of so much BS and then holler on Paru. Hold up. They locked Big U up and said he a gang leader. But Wack said he got 9 moves decorated on the wall. He had 9 moves decorated on the wall. And he not the police? Nothing? Police don't want to talk to you and see what's up with the moves out there on the wall? So you mean to tell me, right, that Wack had 9 other witnesses with him, right? A whole year goes by and nobody is talked to because Wack gave all the damn details. Wack told everybody that was out there. Wack broke everything down, and he blamed it on Loose Cannon and his crew. We know, because we heard him when he went on there and Vlad and said Loose Cannon was the devil. But this right here is what they not talking about. This shit gotta be revisited. Nah, you talking about Pooh Shiesty's paperwork. You talking about Max B. You talking about all these other people. If those individuals would share this shit that I'm talking about, tag them. Tag Max B. Tag Pooh Shiesty. Tag French Montana. If these people was to share this shit that I'm saying, it'll crush Wack. This why they know not to say nothing about me. Because I'm talking about what niggas ain't talking about. You know, jokers want to live by some street code. I'm talking about the real. This how Wack is manipulating these dudes. He's manipulating people to make them think that it's a street code, but he's not living by it. And he tells you when he get mad, right? When he get mad, oh, he tell you, man, I don't care. Don't make me say this. Don't make me talk about this. But he knows. I know. He know that. That's one thing he know that I know. I'm breaking it down. And I know, I gotta revisit this shit because if I don't revisit it, nobody talking about it. I see people be saying, oh, Wack got this paperwork on. Hold up. How is anybody saying that Wack got any paperwork? How is anybody saying that Wack got some paperwork when we all know Wack ain't right? Should nobody, be saying about anything Wack saying about any paperwork? And that's a fact. Nobody should be saying, when Wack talk about paperwork, everybody should be saying, we don't care. You got to know jumper case. What about that? Anybody that Wack goes at should be saying back to him, you got to know jumper case that you're suspect number 4. How are you saying anything? This is why I say, if they was to allow me to break this shit down, anybody that Wack went at, it'll crush Wack. Just let me break it down. Let me break this shit down and let everybody know how he's the police. Ask Woody, well, how is he an informant? Let me break it down. You see how I'm breaking it down. Let me break it down how he's an informant. I'm going to tell you how. And the first thing he going to say, I thought you was my brother. You going to allow him to talk about me? I thought you was my brother. Man, let me break it down. Straight up. I know he working. Just to be real, I know the boy working. Lining jokers up. I know he working. That shit ain't got me fooled. I'm just being real. Yeah. That shit ain't got me fooled at all. I just can't believe that people was still like fooled at all. Like for real. You know what I mean? I don't understand how anybody fooled. Hey, man, this nigga them people. Facts. And can't do nothing with me. They like that he run around and lie and, you know, manipulate. That nigga's the police. Straight up. Yeah. I said, Deezy, you gonna crush everything Ninja Clown got going on. Act not gonna do this. Not gonna do it. Until he's sick of it. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Straight up. For real. You hear me? Shit. You know? But, you know, I'm going to keep making sure I deliver the message. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep making sure I deliver the message, man. You know? Yeah. You know, I'm going to just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all, though. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Man. It's so lame, though, that they be letting dude do this shit, though. That shit's lame. They just let the dude do the same thing, you know, and manipulate and lie over and over. Yeah, that shit like played out, though. It's like played all the way out. Yeah, you know, letting him have like a different advantage against others. Like, yo, them jokers, they wouldn't last, though. They wouldn't last if they was fair. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't last. Them people wouldn't last. Charleston White or Wack. People was to go on the same platforms and go at them. They can't hold up. It's like they know how to lie when they by themselves. But somebody go on the same platform, they not going to hold up. You know, that shit a fool. Straight goofy stuff. You hear me? You know, 2026 is retribution year for Cash Jones, a.k.a. Wack100, the biggest rat in Los Angeles County. You know what I'm saying? Anyone go along with Wack is weak. It could never be with a man who fools him with him. Yeah. I don't know how anybody deal with him though. I don't know how anybody deal when he turn on everybody. You know, he act like he cool with. You know, he tell all your business, turn on you. I would never rock with nobody like that. Straight up. It's certain. I know I'm my own type of person, but it's just like certain people I would never rock with. Like, I would never. Nigga, I'm not dealing with you. Straight up. If I accidentally met you through somebody else and seen that you was like this, nigga, I wouldn't dare rock with you. Yeah. I don't understand how these jokers still be following somebody that's only leading you to the water. That's it. No life jacket, no nothing. Don't care about nothing. Yeah. They get fooled, you know, by the BS. Woody said Wack was trying to run a play with him and tell him, chase me down the street. So, you know, that let us know the 6070 joint was a play when he talk about he chased 607 on. All that shit be a play. But if he try to, you know, get tough with the right individuals and they respond, he gonna call the police on you. That's all he gonna do. That's the game he playing. You know, you respond to him with that energy, he gonna get you locked up. Next thing you know, you locked up, then he talking slick. You know, one of them type of dudes. Yeah. Straight up. You know, and I totally agree. Any individual following Wack is weak. Anyone. Straight up. This how you know Blueface is weak. I don't care how much light you got. You can tell these niggas is like weak. Weak-minded. Weak individuals. His mom, we already know she be on some weird shit all the time on the net. You can tell what type of kid she raised. You can look at her and then look at Blueface and see her background in him. This is what you raised. He following Wack100. Straight up. Following Wack. Man, come on. Talking about on schoolyard. Start gangbanging as an adult. You wanted to be accepted. You could tell these dudes like they wanted to be accepted, man. You could tell the people that, you know, as a kid, I don't care what his mom say, oh, he lived this and lived that. He wanted to be accepted. As a kid, he wanted to be accepted. That's a prime example that you can put a kid in private school, right? And you don't know what direction they gonna go in when they grow up. Blueface was in private school and grew up to want to be a gangbanger. Straight up. Wack, straight, lame. Running around the internet acting like you tough, but calling the police on everybody. Lining niggas up. But acting like you tough. Hey, listen, man. They like cartoon characters, man. They like cartoon characters. And everybody's tough when they got people around them. That's when they all tough. They all tough when they got people around them in California. They go somewhere else, everybody's nice, respectful. Nobody wants no smoke. They not into all that. But in California, they just the toughest guys that ever exist. Yeah, that shit lame. That shit lame. They don't go nowhere else with that shit. They don't go nowhere else. Just sit in California and act tough. Y'all got the police right there with you. That shit wild. Wack right there, straight police lining these dudes up. And they can't even see it. They don't even got an idea though. Straight lining them up. They don't even got an idea. They so lost. They just, oh, he ain't the police. He got these people so fooled that they can't even understand that he the police. Giving the police all the information about y'all. This is how the police know the intel from the people around him. He sit around them and get all the information and give it to the authorities. That's all he do. Get all the information. He sit around these jokers. They be talking to him. He get everything you need to know and give it to them. Straight up. It's crazy. And they think this guy is somebody he's not though. They really think Wack somebody he not though. Wack is like a cartoon character, man. Yeah. Like a cartoon character. You can already see that, you know, Wack is a follower. Straight follower. He got caught up. Now, he running around working with them authorities. Straight up. And got these jokers thinking that he real. But I'm going to tell you, right? The feds got it so, you know, designed that they know all the information from the people like Wack. It's more jokers like Wack. Wack just the loud one. It's more people that's repping gangs and talking gangness and on the dead homies and on Crip, on Paru, all that. That's working with the authorities. Wack just the loud one. That's it. You hear me? Wack is just the loud one. It's so many people, you know, that's running around like that. Wack is just the loud one. Been working with the authorities, giving them all the intel information about all the stuff that's going on in the gangs. But playing like he tough. Everybody seen what happened at No Jumper. How isn't nobody talking about that no more and nobody's been arrested? Nobody been locked up. Nobody. Come on now. You violate probation, they coming to get you. And we see a robbery, stripping, and beating, and the individual will go back to the same podcast every week and do an interview. And ain't nobody get charged. Nobody's concerned, huh? They suing Adam. Jay Reed and Marciano is suing Adam. But Wack ain't worried about nothing criminal. At all. Crazy. What the feds going to pay the civil suit to Marciano and Jay Reed to make it go away? Would that happen? Because ain't nobody worried about nothing, huh? Not right now. Ain't nobody concerned about nothing. In 6 days, it'll be a year. Ain't nobody worried about nothing. In 6 days, it'll be a year. Crazy. That shit is crazy. Word up. Anybody that got common sense, no. If that was anybody else, they would have been arrested. Especially a public figure. Somebody that everybody know. Hold up. That explained that on 11-8 Gangsta Crip. Is this why it happened? Man, anybody knows, man, if that's anybody else, they would have been arrested. Straight up. Not Wack. He got plans on saying who's snitching. He got the paperwork. All that to deflect off of him being the police. Everything Wack100 does is to deflect off of him being the police. Everything. His whole objective of the paperwork, snitching, all of that is to deflect from him being the police. That's all he does it for. Straight up. He don't care. Straight up. At all. All that shit is just to deflect from him being the police. For real, for real. Man, if I call this nigga a snitch and that nigga a snitch, make the fake paperwork, the nigga making fake court documents. That's a felony. Making fake court documents. Man, just be real. Who has that kind of heart to make fake court documents and put it out so publicly like that as a public figure? Who? Somebody that's working with the police. To make fake paperwork and then put it out to everybody as if it's real and it's supposed to be court documents. Man, that shit ain't normal. That shit's not normal, man. That shit ain't normal. Ain't nothing normal about that. That's all police work. All police work. Straight up. Wack done exposed himself, but thinks that if he switches the topic and controls who Adam and Vlad talk to and what they talk about, Adam don't want you talking about Wack on the platform. Nah, you can't talk about him. That's his brother. That's his brother. Now you can't talk about Wack. Don't talk about Wack on No Jumper. Wack done destroyed your business and everything. Don't talk about Wack. And, you know, I'm going to be real, right? I believe all of those jokers, you know, that got them big platforms that he dealing with, Vlad, Adam, and academics, I believe they have a relationship with the authorities to some extent because their platforms is so big. They're so influential. And when you're so influential, then people want to tap in with you. So I believe to some extent that they have some type of connection with the authorities because of how big they is. The feds control the narratives through the people that have the influence. They control the narratives through the people that have influence. Damn right. These jokers usually be running around doing shit because ain't no way that the feds came and only wanted the cease and desist letter from Adam. I'm not going for that. Yeah. The feds ain't want to come see you at all about the robbery, stripping, pistol whip, and beating that happened at your place of business, but they want a cease and desist letter from you. I can't go for that. It's more to it. But they made a joke out of this shit and spent it. Yeah, you can't make me think that. All they did was make a joke out of it and spin it. Make it look a certain way. Man, them people was up there definitely getting some information. And I really think that, you know, Adam working with them too. I think Adam working with him too. Your platform too big. It's too much violence going around your shit. They not allowing nobody to lead with violence. They gonna come see you. You can't, you know, make me think that they just gonna come get the average Joe in their neighborhood for something way smaller than what we seen at No Jumper, but they not gonna go to No Jumper for what we seen out there. You couldn't make me believe that though. I've seen people go to jail for less than that. I've seen people go to jail. I've seen SWAT around people's houses and lined up and, you know, kicking their door in for less than that. So what I seen at No Jumper, you couldn't make me believe that they're not concerned about it at all and that they haven't talked to nobody. It's informants involved in the situation. Yeah. It's informants that are involved in the situation. Wack100. Straight up. It's informants that's involved in the situation, man. Straight up. Their platforms are meant to destroy our communities. That's what it looked like, though. Being real, that's what it looked like. It definitely looked like that. Definitely. Straight up. Flacco told everybody he couldn't wait to talk to the police. He would love to have a conversation with the feds. So, you know, we know what it is, man. And I know I be spitting the truth, right? And I think that I spit so much of the truth that, you know, they don't be trying to push this shit around. Straight up. I speak so much of the truth, they don't be trying to push this shit around. They ain't sending out my notifications. Certain people ain't getting the memo because I'm speaking so much of the truth. But all the people that's lying and misleading, they pumping the shit. It's like you gotta lie and mislead to get the rhythm on this joint. But I ain't with all that. You know, I ain't with all of it. You know, that's what's ill. And it's like they want to keep us so lost and not understanding. So when somebody is enlightening people and, you know, keeping it real, letting the people know, they going to dumb your channel down. I can see that. Because ain't no way this shit that I'm saying shouldn't have traveled and been up there, all the way up there. The shit that I'm breaking down about this shit, I'm breaking this shit down. Smash that like button if you haven't already hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, man. Share the live. The way that I'm breaking this shit down, man, these niggas is the police. The police, they watching. The police watching me, of course. I know they watching. But YouTube definitely, you know, be on some funny shit. You know, sometimes they want to share the content, then sometimes they don't. You know, these jokers want to report the content, you know, because, you know, they feel like they intimidated by me. They can't do nothing with me, so the only thing they can do is report the channel. That's the only thing they can do with me. Straight up. Shit crazy. They love confusing the blacks, and them dumb podcasters love helping them do it. Self-hate is in a lot of black people for generations to come. That shit crazy though. If you look at it, the people that lie the most and are fufafi are the ones they push around. Straight up. The liars and the ones that are fufafi, they push their content around. And it's like we're programmed to gravitate to lies. It's like the mind. That's what's crazy. If we just be real, it's like the human brain is programmed to gravitate to lies. If somebody's lying it's intriguing. If somebody telling you the truth, it's like, it's the truth. But it's a lie. Oh, all right, let me see this lie. Then the next thing you know, somebody's spreading the lie. But if something the truth, don't nobody want to spread the truth. Nah, don't spread, don't say nothing about that. But the lie, get this. Straight up. This what they be on though. Straight up. I ain't with it though. I ain't with it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't with it. You know, I ain't on the net, you know, with the lies and the manipulation. I think a lot of them type of jokers, they lose themselves. You know, just being real. Them jokers that get on here lying and manipulating for the content, they end up losing themselves because you have to continue to do that. You got to lie and manipulate. So that becomes your permanent character, to lie and manipulate. And we can see this shit. They pushing all lies, man. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. They pushing all lies. Crazy. These dudes, man, you know, straight foo-fafi. Straight foo-fafi, man. Straight up. If we just being real, man. You know, I'm like, man, I can't get with it. You know, I can't get with that shit. You know, a lot of these jokers, man, straight foo-fafi, man. We gonna keep going in, though. You know, just keeping it a buck. We gonna keep going in. Yeah. I ain't stopping at all. Not at all. Gotta build the rhythm back up again. Gotta build the rhythm back up now. You know, Wack and R&B was hating so bad. You know, I gotta build the rhythm back up now. Gotta build the rhythm back up. Yeah. You know, I know they wish they could stop me. She ain't gonna never stop this. You know, I don't care what you do. I know y'all wish y'all could stop it. Nah. They running around working with the authorities. Yeah. On the internet, working with them people, acting like they not. On Paru. Crazy. Yeah. You know, if the people understood, hey, man, all you gotta do is get with Deezy. What, you know, what would it be though? You know, jokers don't be, you know, wanting to see other people win. You know, I'm gonna win regardless, but I know that's what it is. They like, nah, see, I know I could take it in a different direction. I could take it in a different direction by putting the way that the content go in a different direction. I know I can do it. But what is it? The people that, you know I can do it, they not going to share it. They not going to say nothing because it's going to get too much light. It's the truth. You know, you start pumping that truth and people start sharing it, it's going to travel. And then they going to be like, damn, I'm your homie. You going to do that to me? So it's like they all trying to like mislead people for the content instead of being like real with them. That's the crazy thing. It's like so many of them like just misleading people for the content. Wake up, the misleader. We all see Wack lying daily on the internet. Fake paperwork on T Grizzly. That shit should be continued to be talked about. It's why I say the shit that we see that he's publicly doing. You can't allow him to switch the topic to talk about something else and never talk about it again. Everybody should be still talking about T Grizzly's fake paperwork. Wack, how are you talking about Wacko when you put fake paperwork on T Grizzly? We don't want to hear you saying, oh, they said don't talk about it no more, it's witness tampering. That shit don't even make sense. That shit doesn't even make sense. So you went out there and said you got the paperwork, you put some fake documents out there, you get caught, and now you saying they said don't talk about it as witness tampering. That shit don't even make sense. Like the shit that he say, it don't even make sense. Shit don't even make sense though. Academics run this shit. Now academics don't want to talk to dog face. Don't want to talk to nobody that told him the truth no more. But you still want to talk to a liar every day. Went on your stream, told all your chat that you wasn't going to do it no more, and turned around and did it. Wack was on there last night saying, this person a rat, that person a rat, that person a rat. But this how you know that, you know, dudes is just foo-fafi. Straight up. Then talk to your chat, tell your chat, yo, I ain't gonna do that no more, y'all. Nah. The chat is bigger than Wack. Nah. You scared of Wack, man. You scared of Wack, bro. Just gotta be real. You scared of Wack. Yeah. Just being real, bro. You scared of him, man. And it's crazy when you look at these jokers, right? You look at these jokers, Seti Nash, Flacco, academics. Man, these niggas is all soft as shit, man. This why Wack is able to run that shit through them. They soft as shit. These niggas ain't no real men. And having money does not make you a real man. Standing on something, not allowing another man to influence you the way Wack does is important to stand on something as a man. All right, you make content, okay. But if your content that you making from allowing Wack to spin these lies is affecting people's lives, though, that's what's crazy. These niggas let Wack lie to him. He working for the police, and it's affecting other people's lives, and they just sit there and run the content. Like, Man, that shit crazy. Y'all just sit there and run this nigga's lives because y'all scared of him? Man, ain't no way in hell. But he picks the weak individual. Yeah, it's like the weak individuals. That should be making me think like, you know, is the feds giving them niggas like a push? That should be making me think that for real, for real. It's like, is the feds giving these different channels a push because, you know, they willing to work with them or allow Wack to do what he do through the channels and, you know, from the affiliation. So it make me think about shit like that. Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Yeah. I like, you know, and I know a lot of these jokers will do anything for some damn money. Straight up. Yeah. A lot of these jokers will do anything for some money, man. Straight up. I really think a lot of them jokers are sucker wood for some money. Straight up. I really think that. A lot of them jokers would sucker wood for some money. No morals, no nothing. For some money, though. And we can see, like, you know, these certain people, you know, it's like the game has to be rigged in a certain way. Because it's like they'll put a block on you when they want to put a block on you. Charleston White say, oh, it's the thumbnails and it's the titles. Nah. Nigga, they'll put a block on you when they want to put a block on you, nigga. Yeah. They don't want to push your shit. They not going to push your shit. That shit is purposely. You know, that shit is purposely. They don't want to push your shit. They ain't going to push it. Crazy, though. But them jokers, they pushing the shit. That's because them people, you know, that's because them people, man. Straight up. That's because them people, man. Can already tell. Man, these jokers, man, running around, they working. Man, these jokers is running around working, man. These platforms and shit. Shit be crazy, man. Ain't no way. Yeah. I know why they ain't pumping my shit. Because I'm saying some real shit. You know? I'm saying some real shit. Then I got, you know, these Fufafi jokers reporting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got these jokers reporting my shit on some goofy shit because they sick that I'm spitting the real and they can't do nothing with me. So it's like, I can't even do nothing with him. He's saying some real shit. So it got him sick. Smash that like button though. hit that subscribe button. You know, hit that like button for me too if you haven't already hit it, man. And shout out to all y'all. Yeah. Straight hating. You know, hey Leonard. That's what it is. You know that's what it is. The channel is disturbing their plans. That's what it is. There ain't no way, you know, my shit shouldn't be getting pushed harder than it is. It's like they half-ass sending the notifications out. We can see that. Their agenda is to keep everybody brainwashed and allow police ass Wack100 to continue to do what he doing. Let his police ass continue to do what he doing and continue to, you know, keep the agenda going the same way. Crazy. I know they ain't sending the notifications out too much. I can tell. I can tell. Hell no, they ain't sending them out. Dirty. You know, and all I'm doing is enlightening the people. I'm enlightening the people, but they want to keep us in the basement. They don't want us to have no idea of nothing. You know, Wack sitting there talking to the people on the internet like he's not the police though. Every day he talking like he's not the police. That shit is weird. And he's really talking like you not working with the police. Nobody's supposed to see this shit. You do the same shit all the time. Nobody's supposed to be able to understand that this is from the police. But they slow the progress of the channel down, right? Man, this shit should be, you know, this shit should be definitely everywhere. You know what I mean? I know they all hating this shit. You know. Yeah. Sometimes I tag the other streaming platforms in it. Sometimes I go, like last night, I was on the other streaming platforms, but they not pushing it over there either. You know, it's like it's a rumble. I gotta break through. You know what I'm saying? I gotta break through. I gotta be consistent. So, you know, I know overdue time, but I gotta keep, you know what I mean? I gotta keep trying to kick the door in. You know what I mean? Because they hating. You know? The group of people you be speaking on, those are the federal government employees. If you notice, those people have high amount of subscribers and their view counts are always high. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's like they all get informed. You know, it's like they pull up on them and say, yo, you with us. All right? We're going to make sure it spin around. You know. Hey, SBGB TV family. I not been getting notification. I was unsubscribed. I didn't unsubscribe. Holy Mayor Sky. Now they playing dirty. Now that's dirty now. Now they did that. That's dirty. Now that's dirty. Hey, listen. I already know it's some funny stuff going on. I know it got to be. It got to be. Got to be. You know what I'm saying? Got to be. Shit crazy. Yeah. But we gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because we back, going live on both channels. We gonna go live on the other channel later. So if you haven't subscribed to the other channel, SBGB TV Worldwide, make sure you subscribe to the other channel, man. As we going live on there later on. I've been unsubscribed several times. They be hating. Straight up, they be hating. I appreciate you tuning in. Holy Mary Sky. Hey, listen. They hating. You already can tell. I know they ain't pushing the lives. Now we got 23,000 subscribers. And I can tell they not pushing the live. I can tell. That's because these jokers be reporting and the people is on some funny shit. I'm out here law-abiding citizen. I ain't commit no crimes, no nothing. But I'm not on the same agenda as the people that, the authorities is definitely in tune with. I don't got the same agenda. So, yeah. So my shit be capped. Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. They playing dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. They playing dirty. I ain't liking it either. Tell you that right now. Yeah. They playing dirty. Straight up. They playing dirty. Dirty individuals. Knowing damn well they ain't sending my shit out. Yeah, I don't like it. Crazy. 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 Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. I say, hold on. This is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, hey, listen, man, I appreciate y'all that rock with me, man. You know. Yeah, I'm contacting them. Shit, I gotta start contacting them again. Yeah, that's what it is. I gotta start contacting them again. It's like they do that shit. When these jokers be reporting the channel, you know what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. It's like they be, and a few times people have sent me like screenshots, whereas the live will be saying members only, and it ain't members only. I'm like, what? Yeah, so they definitely doing something. There's been a few times that I got screenshot from different people saying, and they said members only while we were on live, and it's not members only. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah. So and that's what get me, you know, because when I do the lives, they don't be members only, but people have screenshotted and said that it says members only. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why is it saying members only on the screenshot they sent me, but I don't see nothing that says members only? I'm like, that shit's crazy. So they gotta be doing shit. You know, that shit lame as hell. That shit lame as hell, man. Yeah, that shit lame as hell. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to email them now. I'm gonna put this in the chat. They talking about put this troubleshooter in the chat. Let's see what happens here. They said put this troubleshooter in the chat. Yeah. I think it's bigger than that. Yeah. Yeah, you know, hey, LaPortia, I know something funny going on. Yeah, I know it's been happening for both members and non-members. I know it because people that, you know, it's been happening to screenshot it, send it to me, even if they're not a member, that is saying members only. So it's like blocking them from the lives. You know what I'm saying? When you upload to YouTube, you can disable notification. Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see, hold on. Somebody sent it to me too. I gotta find out what it was. I gotta find out. Somebody sent me the screenshot. And I gotta see. Who was it? Who sent me the screenshot of the members only when it happened? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to see who was it. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to remember who it happened to. Yeah. Hold on. Trying to see where. I'm trying to see who, if I can find it. Somebody, wasn't it somebody that it happened to in here that it happened to? I can't remember who it was. I'm trying to see now. I can't remember who it was. Somebody said that they was, and they sent me a screenshot of it. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Last week. Yeah. You said D Twins, you text me about something last week. Send me a screenshot. If it's doing it now, somebody said it's doing it now. Send me a screenshot. Let me see. Okay. I see you sent me this. Yeah, but it was saying members only on one of them. Man. see. Let me see. Crazy. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Okay. All right, I see it. I see that what you sent me. But it was one that said that joint like right on there. I was trying to see it. Damn, I can't find the other one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find the one shit. Yeah, man, I can't find what I was looking for. You know, it's always like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, I can't find the other one I was looking for. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right, I found this other one too. All right, let me see this joint right here. All right. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to see this shit. Man. These motherfuckers is crazy. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do. Yeah. I'm trying to see what I can do. I'm texting them now. They dirty. Straight up, they dirty. Just being real. trying to see here. Yeah. Dirty. Yeah. Hey, dirty. Crazy. All right, man. All right. So yeah, man, we're gonna come back live on the other channel. We're gonna come back live on the other channel, man, in like hour and a half. So we're gonna go live on the other channel like an hour and a half, man. So make sure you subscribe to the other channel. You know, we got 2 channels, and I've been telling everybody to subscribe to both channels. And, you know, some people, I guess they ain't been paying attention to that. So make sure you subscribe to SBGB TV Worldwide, because we're going to go live on there too. So every day, you know, we're going to be going live on both channels. But if we don't go live on one channel, you'll be able to catch us on the other channel. So make sure you subscribe to SBGB TV Worldwide. Yeah. So I see y'all in a little bit, man. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Stay locked in. I see y'all in about an hour. SBGB TV Worldwide. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, go to that channel and subscribe. SBGB TV Worldwide. Follow us on Spotify too. Yeah. And now, yeah. Appreciate y'all. If you're a member of the channel, put a 1 in the chat. We can shout you out. Appreciate all y'all that be rocking with SBGB TV. Make sure you subscribe to the other channel, SBGB TV Worldwide. Subscribe to both channels. We're going live on both channels. You know, I appreciate y'all. Facts. Appreciate y'all. You heard me. Two's Butch, La Portia, Jam Meeks, DJ A1. Man, I appreciate y'all. And I see y'all in a little bit. We're going live on the other channel. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.